Hello everyone, I'm Liana with Music Academy International. I'm your piano teacher, mentor and coach. Thank you so much for clicking on my new video of today that is about Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. This is an extraordinary famous song, a piece of music. And guess what? This was not called Moonlight Sonata from the beginning. This was called Sonata Quasi una Fantasia. That's how Beethoven entitled this beautiful sonata. That it means sonata in a manner or almost the same. Quasi means almost the same as fantasia or a fantasy. So why did he call it like that? So Beethoven composed 32 sonatas, and mostly all of them, mostly, a lot of them, they are, first movement being an allegro movement. Though in this situation we're having an adagio and actually saying an adagio sostenuto movement. So this was composed in the beginning of 1800. Actually, it was published in 1801. Later on, actually, after Beethoven died, a critic, a German critic, called it Moonlight Sonata because it did remind him a moonlight, obviously, in the Lake of Lucerne in Switzerland, and that's why he entitled this one as Moonlight Sonata, and since then everybody liked this title, and that's how it remains during history since 1830. Okay, so Beethoven, when he composed this sonata, actually he was pretty much in love with his student, right? A 16 years old student. Her name was, yes, Giulietta. The Countess Giulietta. Can you imagine that, right? He really liked her, and he actually loved her. But being a countess, the parents, apparently the father was not quite in favor of them to get married together, so he did not, work out. But he did compose this sonata. So this sonata, even though Beethoven is a classical composer, the first movement, the adagio movement, is in kind of a romantic style. And I'm going to go a little bit, over what I understand, what I can feel about the feeling of this sonata, So this sonata is composed in C sharp. I would like to make a note here, and I wrote it down here. We're having Berlioz, a famous German composer, said that Moonlight Sonata, the first movement, is one of those poems that human language does not know how to qualify. I loved this quote, and I was thinking I would like to share it with you, this quote, that it's absolutely beautiful what he said, and I agree with it. Alright, so now I'm going to play it first for you, this sonata, adagio movement, and then we will get together and analyze it a little bit together. Thank you. Let's do this. like it? Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful moment, right? So let me tell you how I'm seeing it this, So is it called Moonlight Sonata? And my obviously you gotta think of the moon. So the beginning is just about setting the stage. You probably are alone on a lake, if you want, as the German critic said, Lake Lucerne in Switzerland. But doesn't matter, it could be just a pond somewhere. And you're just alone, and it's perfectly quiet and peaceful, peaceful and quiet, and nothing is around, and it's just, you're just staying with your thoughts. So we're having here this chord that is a C sharp minor, and then, obviously, and then it goes lower, and the left hand, right? So you can hear a beautiful bass here, how it's changing. You like that? Yes, I love that, right? And then here, the moon, it's coming up, and it's talking to you. Maybe saying, I've been here for such a long time, and and then it goes in minor, it's a couple of clouds, right? Couple of clouds. Left hand here comes along. Right? And I watched over you all these millions, billions, eons of time. Right? But I want to ask you something, Moon. Why do I need to suffer so much in love? So you can hear it is right hand, and then the moon actually responds. Right? So can you hear the right hand goes? Left hand goes. And back. So it's why do I need? Why the world is unjust? And even more, it hurts so much to see this. It's a diminished chord here, right? And the minor chord. And another, and yes. Everything is so minor. Right. As I said before, music, it's an expression of our feelings. Everyone can have a different interpretation of this stage or of this music. Look how beautiful here is the melody and is the echo on the left hand. And then I love you so much. And I love you so much. And then my and then in another emotion. And then another wave of emotion. left hand goes and back into the and everything is like, oh well, if this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be. I have no other choice but to just accept. And then the moon, it's responding to you and is talking to you on your left hand. Yes, my dear. Now I gotta go. Yes. And goodbye. And I'm gonna go. And then a diminished left angle. And is gone. Well, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Yes, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And see you in the next one with more and more enchanting pieces of classical music or different ones. Thank you so much.